Friends, just imagine if in a village, people left behind hatred and quarrels and embraced only love and forgiveness. What would that village look like? Today, I am going to tell you such an inspiring story. This is a story of the love of Jesus, a love that is truly for everyone. Let us begin. Friends, on the banks of a green field and a small river, there was a village called Shanti Nagar. From the outside, the village looked beautiful, but from the inside, it was broken. People were hardworking. Farmers worked in their fields. Fishermen cast their nets in the river. Traders filled the market, but their hearts were full of bitterness and grudges. Small quarrels, jealousy, and anger had stolen the happiness of this village. Neighbors did not even speak to each other. In the middle of the village stood an old church. The bell hung rusted, and the walls were covered with moss. People had forgotten to go there. In this village lived a girl named Maya. Maya was curious and loved reading. One day she opened her father's old chest and found a Bible. There was dust on the pages, but the words seemed to shine. She read, Jesus said, I give you a new command, that you love one another. Maya's heart was filled with questions. Who was Jesus? Was his love truly for everyone? If so, then why is there so much hatred in our village? At that time, an old missionary named Father Joseph came to the village. There was peace on his face and compassion in his eyes. People felt calm just by seeing him. Maya gathered courage and asked, Father, is Jesus really for everyone? In our village, people keep fighting all the time. Father Joseph smiled and said, Yes, my child. The love of Jesus is for the rich and the poor, the small and the great, the good and even the bad. His love leaves no one behind. Only people need to open their hearts. From that day, Maya started meeting him every day. She listened to the stories of Jesus and his miracles, how he healed the sick, fed the hungry, and forgave even those who hurt him. Slowly, Maya's heart began to change. She decided that her village must change too. Father Joseph decided that the old church of the village must be rebuilt. He asked the villagers for help. Some people laughed. This church has been ruined for years. What will we gain by fixing it? It would be better to build a market here. But Maya stood firm. She said, If we rebuild this church together, maybe the walls in our hearts will also fall. She convinced her brother, Rahul, to join. Slowly, others began to join in. At first, there were 5 or 6 people, then 20, and soon half the village was working together. While working, every evening Father Joseph told the villagers stories of Jesus. He said, Jesus has taught us that love is the greatest power. Hatred divides us, but love unites us. For the first time, the villagers listened so carefully. Slowly, their hearts began to change. There were 2 families in the village, Ramesh and Shyam. For years, they had been fighting over land. They didn't even want to see each other's faces. One day, both came near the church. Father Joseph looked at them and said, Jesus said, love your enemies too. Can you bring forgiveness into your hearts? At first, both stayed silent. Anger and pride were clear on their faces. But when they saw the whole village working together, their anger slowly melted. Ramesh said softly, Shyam, we have fought enough. Let us stop now. Shyam's eyes filled with tears. He hugged Ramesh. The whole village was shocked to see this. It was nothing less than a miracle. Within a few months, the church was rebuilt. That day, the bell rang for the first time, and the sound echoed across the village. People gathered for the first prayer meeting. Father Joseph prayed and said, "Today, this village is living proof of the love of Jesus. This love can turn hatred into forgiveness and quarrels into unity." After that, the village truly changed. Ramesh gave a part of his land to Sham. Sham taught Ramesh the trade of fishing. Maya started a small school for children inside the church. Now children studied, women worked together, and men helped each other. Shanti Nagar had now become a true village of peace. Sometime later, Father Joseph told the villagers that he must go to another village. Maya became sad and asked, "Father, why are you leaving us?" Father Joseph smiled and said, "My child, the love of Jesus is now in your hearts. It is now your turn to spread it further. My work here is done." Saying this, he slowly walked towards the next village. The villagers came to bless him and bid him farewell. Friends, just like Shanti Nagar, if we also give place to the love of Jesus in our lives, then every home, every heart, and every society can change. The love of Jesus teaches us that forgiveness is the greatest strength, and love is the greatest miracle. If this story touched your heart, then like this video right now, subscribe to our channel Faith Fuel, and write in the comments, "The love of Jesus is for everyone." Your one like and comment can bring light into someone else's life.